you're Carly Davis and Carly Hoosier, and this is 24 DCCR 1385 and 25 DCCR 1237. And so we were going to be here on reviewing bond conditions, correct? And then the state has filed a motion to increase the bond.
Yes, Judge.
And is that in both of the cases or just that one?
In both cases, Judge.
Let me pull this up. I know I took a look at it last week, but.
This one's Judge.
And so we've got both of these cases are driving while intoxicated, third or more. The first offense date is from May 6th of 2023. The second from February 10th of 2025. So we've got some history with regard to prescriptions. Some of it's obviously very hard to read, but it looks like prescriptions for alprazolam and something called D-amphetamine. Okay. Can't tell the date. One of them specifically says no refills. I can't read the dates on this.
We can get better photos, Judge. She had had that prescription for.
All right, shows it expires October 31st for the.
Judge, I had a number of questions about those photos myself. I mean, I'm not necessarily, well, I guess I am questioning the validity. This doctor that allegedly prescribed it, this Rajan Desai, there's either an Austin address or a Millburn, Texas address for this doctor. When I looked him up through the Texas Medical Board, and I'm just a little curious about.
So where do you go to the doctor? Where's this doctor from?
From Beaumont, and I do a telemed every month except every 3 months. I go to his office now. I have an appointment today.
Today?
Yes, ma'am.
Where specifically?
Telemed today.
Oh,
Yes.
well, here's what I think I'm going to do based on the nature of what these medications are and the history. Well, are you driving?
No.
Okay, I don't know if I already did, but a condition of your bond is going to be, as of today, that you are not allowed to drive any vehicle ever, period.
This is where it gets real. Judge Raquel West isn't just laying down the law. She's laying down a warning, prescription or not. Once you're behind the wheel under the influence, you're in the same lane as every other DWI offender. No free passes for doctor's orders.
So if you're caught driving, obviously you'll be right back in jail without, probably without a bond. Mr. Coleman, other than a no driving, is there any other?
No, Judge, I just would like to reiterate, and we put it in our motion, and it sounds like the court's read the motion, but she's got 4 previous DWIs, Judge, and in addition, she picked up this latest DWI while out on bond for a DWI,
Right.
Judge. And that, along with the positive drug test, I think the public safety, the community safety demands some additional assurances.
And Judge, our argument would be that the DWI itself is for the medications. She's been on these medications for.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're on medication and
Right.
you're taking too much medication, then that's a problem.
Sure.
So you can be on these medications and not be.
Also, the failure of the drug test was for these medications.
Right, I understand that. My biggest concern is the fact that if the medications are not being taken properly or too much of the medications, then that's a larger concern with the safety, and I completely understand and agree with Mr. Coleman on that. How'd you get here today? Here's what I want you to do, what I'm going to order you to do. I'm going to order that at your appointment, I'm requiring you to find out and with your doctor, get a prescription for something that is non-narcotic. So something that is not going to cause these issues if in fact our concern is that you are misusing or overusing these medications, then there's other medications that you can take. You need to talk to him today. I want you on your way to be off of both of these medications and on something that would not lead to the issues that you're having. Does that make sense? You need to get that information from him, find out what he can prescribe. I want those to Ms. DeLage, and I want her to get those to me. That is a condition of your bond at this point. If you don't do that today at that appointment and get that information to her, then I'm going to, what I'll do today is not rule on Mr. Coleman's motion. So that motion to raise your bond is still out there. And if you don't get this information and you don't get this done today, then your bond will likely be raised and you'll be in jail. Do you understand? All right.
My only question is, the medication to get off of it abruptly can cause.
I understand that. I'm not saying you have to get off of it abruptly. I'm saying I want the plan and how you're going to do it, what it's going to be reduced to, what it's going to take its place, whatever it is. I want that. You need to tell him that you have been ordered to get off the medications, but obviously that needs to be done in a medical way, but I want whatever that plan is and how you're going to do that, and I want that to Ms. DeLay so she can get it to me tomorrow. Okay? All right, y'all are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Cause number 16-24485, first year James Lofton. Mr. Lofton was previously in court, and that is a motion.
Pause right here. Did you catch that? The judge just looked up the doctor herself, mid-hearing. That's courtroom fact-checking in real time. Judges like West don't just take paperwork at face value. They verify, cross-check, and call out anything that smells off. This is experience in action.
Zero tolerance. I've received the updated pre-sentence report also. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
Yes, ma'am.
I have your own.
Any additions or corrections to that?
No, ma'am, the only thing I would say is since PSI is that we have, this last week, we have gone and taken a drug test at Beaumont Occupational, and my client has, is that, and I have those drug test results at the appropriate interview.
I don't, that's not going to change
Okay.
what I do.
Fair
Based
enough.
on the nature of that examination and the substance abuse evaluation, I'm going to follow those. I appreciate that he stayed clean for some amount of time.
Yes, ma'am.
But if I'm going to follow after what I just said with regard to the
Yes,
nature of where we've gone on this,
All right, court is calling 2023 CR 1642, State of Texas versus Janelle Garza. Can our parties approach and announce for the record for the state?
We're diving right into a Texas courtroom where Judge Velasquez runs a tight ship. Watch how quickly she cuts through the formalities. This isn't small talk, it's precision. And already, you can feel she's measuring honesty from both sides.
Application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Garza, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand you're charged with the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes.
After reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Judge. Ms. Garza, at the time of the offense, had been a drug addict for several years. When she was arrested, it was her first felony arrest, and it scared her. It scared her enough to get clean and to get a job. Since May 10th of this year, she's been clean. She did it on her own without going to rehab because she couldn't afford to go to rehab. And she's been clean for over 6 months. She has reconciled with her mother, and she's been employed since June of this year. She is a different person than the person that committed this offense because she understood and is willing to take responsibility for exactly what happened and wants to move forward with her life. She understood a change was necessary. And I think the person that you see today is a different person than the person that committed this offense. So we would request you place her on deferred adjudication because of that for the 2-year period and just follow the state's recommendation, Judge.
And what did you do?
Like,
No, with regards to this offense.
what did I do?
Yes.
What do you mean? What did I do?
I mean, you're here for unauthorized use of a vehicle.
Oh,
So what did you do?
I took someone's vehicle without their permission.
All right, because the police report is saying, at least he's saying he was drugged after meeting a female at a bar. That's what you seem shocked. That's what's in the police report. Have you read it?
I went over it. It's just,
Yes.
I didn't read that exact part.
Oh,
that
yeah, it
that
says-
he was drugged, but I understand.
So was he drugged?
No.
And then he said his debit card was taken without his permission as well.
I did not take his debit card.
Well, they found it in your purse. That's what the police report says. Because it says right here,
I don't
Victim-
remember them saying anything about that, and I
No.
don't remember having the debit card or anything.
it says, according to the original case number, victim had been drugged after meeting a female at the bar. Victim allowed the female to take him home in his vehicle. After waking up, he discovered his vehicle was gone with the keys, cell phones, and multicolored debit card. He found out later in the day his debit card had been used at a local gas station. The stolen vehicle, which is what we're here today, was found today, had the keys in the ignition, and had no signs of tampering in the steering column. Victim stated he never gave any consent to take or use his vehicle and wanted to process with charges. Victim gave us consent to process and search the vehicle. While searching the vehicle, victim's debit card was found inside her purse. So they're saying they found his debit card inside your purse.
Mhm.
The debit, well, I mean, you're saying,
No, I'm saying I understand what you're saying. I don't recall them ever saying that, or them telling me that, or of them ever saying that they found a debit card in the purse. If they did,
yeah, that's what they say right here.
I understand. I just don't recall them ever telling me that personally, or them ever bringing
Well,
that up.
wait a second. This is what the police report says. The debit card was a multicolored debit bank card. I also found a gray camouflage bag in the trunk with some work gear and victim's work identification card. Suspect, that's you, was advised of her rights and asked why victim's debit card was in her purse. Suspect said she found it in the vehicle and thought it belonged to her friend. The bag in the trunk, she said, was already there. She said she didn't know the vehicle was stolen. So the debit card was found in your purse.
Mm.
When you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
I'll be clean.
All right, so we'll do a drug test today, then I'll come back with sentencing.
Funny.
All right, are you all ready?
Yes, I think.
All right, we're back on the record in 2023 CR 1642. State versus Janelle Garza. So when's the last time you used marijuana?
Yesterday.
All right, so what, your attorney was singing your praises about how you've gotten your life together and you did it all on your own. So why are you using marijuana?
Well, I guess I should say I got my life together. I used to use meth for 5 years.
I'm sorry, what?
I used to use meth and amphetamine for 5 years. That's what I've been clean for the last 6 months.
But marijuana is illegal here in Texas. So why are you using marijuana?
It just helps me with my anxiety. That's basically it.
All right. But as a part of the program
I
and
would
taking
know.
responsibility,
Yes,
when your attorney was singing your praises, talking about how you clean and sober, you
Yes.
know that sobriety does not mean that you're using marijuana. You should have stopped her and said, wait a minute. Let me tell you something. But you didn't. You waited till you got caught.
I mean,
You did.
that's your opinion, yes. And
No, I mean, that's true. Let me ask you this. Did you interrupt your attorney and tell her, I'm not clean and sober because I'm using marijuana? That's yes or no. Did you tell her that?
I told her that I was using marijuana, yes.
I mean, when you were before the bench.
But because I just feel like there's different types of sobriety. For me, the meth use was really bad. So,
Well-
and I couldn't carry a job for the last 5 years. And in the last 6 months that I have been sober from methamphetamines, I have been able to get a job and get a car and see my daughter every day and be a mom and be present.
You're not allowed to use marijuana while you're on probation.
I understand that. And I understand that I would not be able to use it and I won't use it.
But do you understand you're not clean and sober?
Yes. And
So what do you do for a living?
I'm a nanny.
Oh, not anymore. I don't allow people on felony probation to be nannies, to be home health care providers, and especially someone who's not clean and sober. And who are you a nanny to? Is this a relative or somebody?
Yes.
Sister, cousin, who is it? All right. So that job is over with today. You understand?
Yes.
So how far did you go in school?
I went all the way through high school. I graduated, and I went through some trade school. I had my medical assistant. I went through medical assistant school. I finished that.
And where are your children?
Right now, she's at school.
And how old? Do you only have one
I only
child?
have one. She's 14.
And does she live with you?
Yes. And my mom and my grandparents and my other family.
When you say your mom, your grandparents, and other family, what is other family?
My aunt, my other aunt. There's a whole bunch of us that live at my grandma's house.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. Are there any other questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right. There's a $500 fine that will be probated. 3 years deferred adjudication. Going to do a TAP evaluation, follow recommendations. If they recommend inpatient treatment, we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment. There's going to be 90 sober meetings in 90 days. I'm going to want her tested for levels. If the marijuana levels go up, then we're going to address that.
Yes.
There is going to be the UA hotline. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. $100 hours of community service restitution. Parenting classes. Once she completes parenting classes, 50 of those hours will be deemed to be satisfied. You're either going to get a higher level education, or either you're going to complete trade school or whatever you're going to do. That's going to be required. And once that's completed, then the remaining of the community service will be deemed to be satisfied. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with